I kind of took some of your emails to me and I kind of put them in our meeting notes,
right?
So that we can all be on the same page. Okay. All right. I still think we need to go over the treatment development because that's going to be an ongoing kind of thing, and I just want to get an update on. Maybe you guys can share with us where we are with that. The guys that are working on that.
That'd be you guys.
The creative team.
Yeah.
Illustrious.
We're not behind. But we're gonna play catch up.
Okay.
Very soon. Due to our wonderful work ethics, we have a lot going on. So we'll get back to you on that. Okay. Give you more information on where it is that we're gonna go. Because really, basically, what me and Pete's just gonna be doing is just creating more tasks or relabeling the tasks that we have, and you know, we're working on getting a meeting with KRS-One right now.
Oh, okay.
Or actually his agent, and getting an opportunity to sit with him as long as he's available to do that. So that's cool.
Okay, gotta wait for that. Connecting. All right, so as that is an ongoing process, we'll table that one for next meeting. Okay.
No, I think what we do need to do, Mims and I got to come up with a calendar and put some stuff together calendar wise as where we can meet separately and just via phone or via whatever. I think what we need to do is we just need to start doing some emails back and forth and just start writing. Like where I work best is like I write everything I like to write, and like how I called you, Ken. I just get excited when I get my brainstorm, and then I like to feed it out and then get response and see if I'm on point.
Okay.
And I love like what Adam did with my the stuff that I came up with via Mims. I wrote it the way I saw it, and then Adam tweaked it. 3 dragon heads is better than 1 dragon head. And it was just like, and I think that's the way we're gonna do. But I ain't gonna lie, it's been like here. Like all the ideas, it's weird. You're gonna bug out. Like now, some people they can read like one. You can read one time. What is it called? You can read something and memorize it.
Yeah. Telegraphic memory,
something like that?
Photographic.
Photographic, right?
Yeah.
I have a photographic memory when it comes to ideas. Okay. It's the weirdest thing. I have not forgotten any of our ideas, and they're all here. So we're good. Like, yo, dude, the cipher, because I envision things.
Right.
So the cipher, I envisioned how we're gonna do it, this, that, and the other. The battle off between the table where the 2 guys are sitting across from each other, even down to the detail where I told you I said there's going to be a napkin there so they can wipe their faces when they start spitting.
Absolutely, when they spit at them.
And the judges said this, that, and the other. The test, the SAT test for KRS-One.
Right.
So it's all here. I mean, I have not forgotten any of the challenges. And the outdoor, putting them in different places when they have to perform, come up with money, to feed themselves. Then later down the road, how they team up in the house. And how they choose each other. Then they go out and have to perform in the street venue and promote it themselves, blah, blah, blah. So it's all here. I just got to write it down on paper.
All right. Well, we have it on paper for you.
You know what I mean? Like the way we wrote the synopsis on that level.
I agree. I totally agree.
Okay, because that's going to be important because there's something I'm going to bring up later with respect to the business plan that's going to help me tie it all in.
Well, at the same time, in respect to Don, who's not part of me, but Don, we got to hand that into Don, and then you, Don, and Adam kind of going to go over that.
Okay.
And he's got to give the projected numbers based on everything we're trying to do, which will tell you investment-wise.
Where we're going. Exactly.
What we're gonna need.
Good enough.
And that's something we already said, so that's kind of on me. But you know what'll really force our hand to really get that done is if you had a date, or not even a date, but like. You know what we haven't done? We haven't timetabled this out or calendared it out.
Or set goals, kind of, because then we could create milestones, like
right.
a whole time frame.
And I guess for me, a big one would be like, yo, Peter, I'm going to see the investment guys. Like,
that'll motivate
you. No, well, you know what I mean. But like in a standpoint of saying, like, look,
it'll keep us focused. It'll keep us on track.
Their money frees up. The best time to go to the investment guys is, fourth quarter. Or you know what I mean? Like that's when the money comes back around or whatever. Like that, your strategy, your plan to go with this whole document presentation to go get us the money to realistically do this. But because right off the bat, we know we got to come up with a proposal What's his name? William? What's your boy's name in Princeton?
George?
Austin.
George Wu.
Mr. Wu.
Mr. Wu.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
So, George, we initially got to come up with that.
Yep.
So we need a calendar on that.
Okay.
Like, when are we supposed to be going at George?
Right. Okay.
You know, that'll push me to like if you say stuff like that, that's like being in college and like you get an
You got
F. If
deadlines. You
you don't hand in the paper, dude, you gonna get an F. No extensions.
Okay. All right. So you like to work under pressure. Gotcha.
Actually, I work pretty well under pressure too. You know, like
Okay.
if it's a little too lax, you know, things just get too lax, and then stuff doesn't get done, right? But you know, we have to keep our eye
And
on the
it's not.
goals,
And you know what it is? And for us, it's just we're real time, we're real life. So it's like if I know I got a DJ 50 million party, I got to do this, do that. I got a meeting with and you know what I mean. I'll put all that in front before I get to, and by the time I go home, I'm like, I'm watching a little cable right now, man. I gotta relax now. You know what I mean? Before I stress myself and go back to that again.
Okay. So we need. So I think that's a good idea. So we can just start setting like realistic calendar deadlines.
goal, like milestones or goals or time frame around.
That makes us responsible,
Yeah.
or brings us to that. That,
Okay. Do we still agree that we need to meet up 3 times out of the week, or are we comfortable with meeting up once